We're doing it. We're doing all the things today.
Hello,
it's all good.
everyone.
Hi. Welcome to this.
Welcome to the conversation. We were just discussing that it makes us very angry that British people call sprinkles hundreds and thousands. It's nonsense.
Unforgivable.
It's nonsense. Now, there's a TikToker, and I should have looked her up, but she's British and she makes TikToks, and the whole concept is she was like, in Britain we call this whatever it is based on, of course it's some kind of like Latin derivative or something along those lines of the words, like the Latin root of the word. And then she puts on the stupid filter of what it looked, I can only equate it to being a damn it doll. That like flings its arms around, and then she's like for example, she's like, in Britain we call it autumn, and like talking about the autumnal equinox and all of this, and she's like, in America we call it fall because the leaves fall down.
I know exactly who you're talking about. I love her.
And like usually I'm like, no, you're right.
Yeah.
You're fucking right. But when she made one about sprinkles, everybody's like, oh no, you reverse that.
Yep. No one, hundreds of thousands is just too many syllables.
No.
Like that's the consensus we've reached. It's too many syllables. Like while I don't like I don't know why, but calling them Jimmys in my brain is weird. Probably because that's my dad's name. But like,
Sarah.
They're
Jimmys and chocolate Jimmys, and I was like, why? And she goes, because they are. And I was like,
it's even worse.
What?
No. Chocolate Jimmys is a phrase. I don't know why, but somewhere in my brain it's upsetting.
It sounds like an
Somewhere.
old candy to me.
It does sound like an old candy.
It just sounds
From
like
an era that's like maybe racially insensitive.
Yes. Yeah. 100%. Like, should we still call it Jimmy's? We should probably rename it. But it's also been around for hundreds of years.
So like we won't, but we
Hundreds
should.
and thousands?
No, Jimmy's.
Jimmy's.
Hundreds and thousands of years, Jimmy's?
Get it.
Nice.
All right. Well, hi.
Hello.
Thanks for joining us.
And thanks for putting up with that, whatever that conversation was
You're
that we just had.
That's how my brain works.
Welcome to what we talk about before stream.
Welcome to Muppet Monday. Sadly, our last Muppet Monday for a couple months.
Yeah.
Today is the Act 1, of course. It's because
Henry's also very upset about
it. He's very upset. It is our Act 1 finale. Henry, seriously, my dude.
He's very upset. He's very upset.
Very, very upset.
Clearly.
Allie, I don't know if you're still here, but we're gonna play the Vanishing Lands trailer, and I'll talk about that in a minute. But I don't know if you were doing a drive-by of the stream or if you're still here. But yeah, so this is our last Muppet Monday until next year, and it'll be a couple months. I think we're tentatively looking at around March, but we will give you dates. We're looking at, we'll be coming back with Act 2, which I'm super excited because this game is so fucking fun. Thank you for bearing with us. Also, as much as we love playing these games and as much as we love streaming, our health, I will, and if this makes you not like me, it's okay. I'm used to it. Welcome to the club. They probably have jackets. Our health always comes first, and that goes for mental, emotional, and physical. Our health always comes first, and so we've been having some health issues with a couple cast members, me especially. I mean, you all saw me 2 weeks ago on Shadow's Reach, looking like a dead person, but we have been working through it, and we're here. Not this week, but next week will be our final Shadows Reach for the end of this year. I think we're going to come back for a couple extra episodes since we missed some weeks after the first of the year, but I will give you more details on that too. In December, pay attention to Facebook, or not Facebook. I mean, we have a Facebook. I just don't ever update it. Pay attention to Twitter. Mal and I have a lot going on in December over Ladies of D&D. Honestly, just go follow Ladies of D&D. This whole month, it is my favorite.
It is. It's the most wonderful time of the year.
It is my favorite annual thing that I have gotten to partake in. A close second, I think, is Pride Never Dies. That was just so good.
God, that was great.
And Be Gay Do Crime. it's all good. But anyway, I met
Yep.
these wonderful people
Yes.
thanks to Ladies of D&D.
Yeah.
But Ladies of D&D every December, and thankfully we're only on day 5, so there's so many more days.
Yeah.
Every December they do something called In December, which they feature indie made games. So basically they open it to submissions from people who came. They open it to authors. Basically, anyone who follows them can fill out a survey saying, hey, this is a really cool game, or hey, my friend wrote this game, or I did this, or whatever. You put it in, and then they pick out a bunch, and they get a bunch of people that they like streaming with, and we all go in a giant Discord server. It's pandemonium. It's beautiful. We go into a giant Discord server. We all it's like an auction, because we're all like, oh, I want to play, I want to play, I want to play, and all these different games, and so it's like you gotta come in, you gotta snag the spots, which I think is so much fun, that there's so many of us that it's like you gotta hurry to get in the game you want to get into. Like it's such a good time, but all December they're playing these games. Mal and I, you'll see us both in Jenna's game, Cubist Octopus. She's one of the co-founders of Ladies of D&D. Her game she wrote called Siren Squad. It's about mermaids and friendship and solving problems, and it's gonna be super fun because
I was meant to be a mermaid.
I get to be a
I'll
mermaid.
tell you.
Not mad about it. You're also gonna get to see us where I get to live out my Murder She Wrote fantasy.
Yes,
Jessica
Brindlewood Bay
Fletcher.
is going to be so much fun.
And Mal's the only one who knows this, but I guess all of you will now know this. My character is in honor of my grandmother. I even used her name because my grandmother and I, when I was little, she used to babysit me, and we'd always watch Murder She Wrote in the afternoons.
And the funny thing is when you told me that story, I basically told you the same story back, and mine is also named after my grandmother because we watched Murder She Wrote together. So, and we did not tell each other this until after we made the characters, and then all had to compile them in one sheet. And I was like,
also,
that name looks familiar.
If you have never made an old lady or just an old person character,
so cute.
Go fucking do it.
So
it's
fun.
The best time. I came up with all of these things, and then I had to find beautiful little old lady art that matched.
Yeah, we had to.
Vision.
We looked through grandma art on Pinterest for like a solid hour trying to figure out what our old lady
I have ever been for like an image concept of what I wanted an old lady to look like. All of my other fantasy characters, I'm just like, oh, you know, they have all of this hair and they're blue, and I'm just like, this old lady has to look perfect, because if she does not give me the vibe that I'm trying to give off, I don't want it.
Yep.
But yeah, so we get to play Murder Mavens.
Yeah.
In the book club, solving mysteries. It's gonna be a good time. Mal's got an interview coming up this weekend. Yes.
Me too. I'm gonna get interviewed on Ladies of D&D on Sunday. For
I'll be
sort
running
of.
it.
Yeah, Kylie will be stream mastering, and I'm going to be interviewed by Candace the Magnificent, who is just such a wonderful soul.
So good.
She's so beautiful. And so we're going to talk about that, which is going to be a lot of fun, and I'm excited. We're going to talk about production stuff and writing stuff and all of the things. And then I will also be on Country Roads this weekend. I am a part of the Country Roads cast in December. And I'm back playing Ollie, who was my character in Halloween special. But now I'm with the field hockey team and playing that game. So yeah, and that's all in December. Like stuff. They've got, you know, at least one or two things every day through the month of December. It's wild.
They've got a Mothman game. They've got a kind of cyberpunk game. It's not cyberpunk, but I forget what it is. But like,
Motherships, Fake Glitter Hearts, Coyote and Crow,
Tea Party.
Was that what it is? Oh, Glitter Hearts is a different thing. I'm sorry. Glitter Hearts, Fake Critter, Tea Party. Those are two separate games. I am just mashing them together in my brain.
Yep. Any genre of game, I promise you, they're running something.
They've got it.
It's a good time, and it's so hard to not sign up for all of them. Because I started doing that, and then I was like, I signed up for like 7 games. I need to not. So then I backed down to 2. But yeah, it's a good time. So if you're bored, follow Ladies of D&D on TikTok. and you'll get the alerts whenever they're going live, and you can hop over there. It's a good time. And since we are on the finale of our beautiful Muppets game, we get to share with you one of our next games that I am so excited for. Our beautiful friend Sarah, if you watched World Builders, she played with us. Sarah and her husband Jeff they've spent years writing a new gaming system called The Vanishing Lands. And we got to do a playtest of it at Gen Con with them, and it was such a good time. And you can look at most. Let me read you how they describe it, because that is very important. So the way they describe it is The Vanishing Lands is a collaborative storytelling, world-building, role-playing game set in a fantastical world where truly anything is possible, and the tools inside help you create the game you want to play. That's not an understatement. The beautiful thing about The Vanishing Lands is it can be anything you want it to be. The whole point of this game is to be simple. It's simple enough that you can make it as complicated as you want it to be. I can't tell you what our season is going to be about, because we don't know.
No clue.
We have a beautiful cast. Let me play you the trailer while I'm talking, and then we'll pop right
we'll
back,
explain
and I'll keep talking
what's
about
happening.
it.
Yeah.
And it's not even. Give me just a moment. Oh, I guess I can leave us talking while I figure that. You can hear the behind the scenes.
Yeah, of when we have to fix things.
Come on.
While we're trying to fix this, instead of doing this at the back of the show, I'll just do it at the beginning. I'm also going to be on Eric Frankhouse Presents on Saturday. They are doing a marathon of The Darkest House, which, if you have not seen it, is a all web-based thing for the GM. Like, it's a whole app that you go through, and you can project maps, and you can also convert any character from any game to their system. So if you have a character that you love so much and you want to play it in the Darkest House, you just convert it to the Darkest House system, and it's super easy to do. And I'm going to be there. Their game starts at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm going to hop in after a little bit of it, and they're going to have rotating guests all day long. Okay. So if you want some scary stuff this weekend, feel free.
I think I fixed it. Give me just a second.
Yay!
And let's try it. Yay! That's our trailer. It's super simple.
There we go.
Because we don't know what it's about yet.
Yeah.
Like I was saying, the beautiful thing about Vanishing Lands is the only truth is that your world is in the Vanishing Lands. That's it.
That's all I got.
That's the only truth that has to exist. Yeah. Now, if you want to have a country western world, great, you have a country western world. If you want to have a post-apocalyptic world, great, create it. It can be whatever you want it to be. It's super great. We wanted to present it like they presented it to us, which is everybody creates everything, and then your GM creates the story for you. We have a wonderful cast joining us. I don't think anybody has been with us before on this channel, but we have been very blessed to be with them on their
With
channels.
them, yeah.
As you saw, the lovely Allie Capone, who we can't hype enough, is going to be with us. Hina, who did Pride Never Dies that we were on, that introduced us in December to Thirsty Sword Lesbians.
Yep.
And we have only ever played with Hina, and I don't know
Yeah.
how to play without Hina. Hina's going to be joining us. Amber, who I met through Pride Never Dies, is going to be joining us. We immediately created a best friendship, like mentor friendship in our game out of nowhere, and then me, right?
Yep.
Yeah, and then me, and then you.
And then
I was
you.
like, is there other people?
No, it's just you four. You four beautiful souls.
Thank you, Mama Cat. That's what I was going for.
Yes, that was the vibe.
Yes, okay.
Very glad that that came across well.
But yeah.
So the way that this is going to work, because this is the way the Vanishing Lands is meant to be played, is everybody sits down together to create your entire world and all of your characters. We will have live session 0, January 11th. And that is where you all will see everything for the first time, and I, along with everyone else, will learn in real time. So I know the system very well. I've play tested it with Jeff and Sarah multiple times at this point, as has Kylie. We are actually in an ongoing play test with them right now that goes up, over several episodes.
It's been so much fun.
It's been the best. And so we are going to build everything right in front of you, including characters. I will explain how the game plays right in front of you. We wanted to make sure that this was played as true to how they have designed it as possible. And so we didn't want to have session 0 off screen or anything like that. The cast is all getting the book beforehand, just like you normally would. I have the book and I'm reading over everything. And honestly, like, Jeff and Sarah have been the best about this. When we play tested it at Gen Con, as we walked out of the room, I immediately said, how would you all feel about me streaming this game, like, and GMing it for a group? And they were like, whenever you need it, say the word. And they've just been fabulous about it. So I'm really excited. It'll be my first time GMing any of these people besides Kylie, which ought to be super fun. I've never even played with Amber, actually. But they are like just the sweetest person alive. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun, and we're going to do it live in front of everybody. And once we do that session 0, I've got a week. I've got a week turnaround to make everything. It's going to work out super well. I'm sure.
So organic.
It is. Yeah.
It's just a good time, and I usually hate improv, but it's. The whole system is this beautiful yes and when you're creating it together. So everybody just builds off each other, and like somebody can come up with a concept. Like one of the ones we did with Gen Con was we were like, this is it's a very rural agricultural world, and they were like, but there's water, and I was like, there are like sea cattle.
That was my favorite thing when you were like, there's water cows, and I was like, cows. I can get behind water cows.
And then somebody was like, oh, and there are these like, it's just like somebody says something and it pops something in your brain, and it's just like, oh, what if we had this? And it's so much fun. It's so much fun. I can't hype it up enough. I absolutely adore it. But yeah, okay, that was a lot. I'm gonna
the game.
Yeah, I'm gonna play our Muppet trailer, and then we will get our recap. So we'll see in a minute.
Yeah.
last time on Muppet Born, the Isle of Inspiration, a lot of fucked up shit happened. Like, oh my god, I was not prepared for that. Like, we finally got to see all the right-wing shit that is happening with Sam and his street, and we also learned that it's kind of not what it seems. There's somebody else in charge of that. Oh, and there was also a prison riot that went out into the streets and basically started like a whole class riot that, well, we might get to eventually. So let's see what more kind of fucked up shit we have going on today. It's time to kill the music. It's time to cut the lights. It's time to meet your maker with the Muppet Born sentence. I got you, you son of a bitch. I finally did it. I've been sitting here for the last few weeks just waiting for that fucker to arrive. And I finally did it. Anyway, let's play some D&D. Welcome back to Muppet Born.
Also, R.I.P. Bob McClure or Bob,
Yes.
Bob McGrath. Fuck.
We know what you're trying to say. It's all right.
We love Bob.
All right. Where we last left our players, they were running off into the sunset, but it wasn't by choice. It was because they were in a building that was on top of a giant beaker, just bellowing, meep, meep, as he runs off into the sunset. Now, inside this building, all of our players are kind of squished to the sides because Beaker grew so large and just so rapidly. But all of a sudden, as they're kind of pressed against the wall, they feel gravity shift. It's almost as if the building went sideways and is going towards the ground very fast. It crashes to the ground. It looks like Beaker tripped over something and is just laying there in this giant field. But as the Muppets leave this wreckage, they don't see any sign of Sam, Uncle Deadly. But what they do see are a couple short streets that are not separate. They're interconnected, almost as if they form a grid pattern, but like a small grid with little houses spread out throughout them.
Is anybody around?
If you get a little closer, yeah, you see that there's some Muppets out on like their various lawns.
What do they look like?
A couple with like blue, that short felt. You got some like neatly coiffed, like a hard part, orange hair. Looks like it's kind of like nicely slicked on quite a few of the people. They're dressed in more like a business casual day off kind of thing, khakis and polos.
Oh. So it's
Do
like
any
the
of those them
suburbs.
have the thingies?
No, you don't see any VHS headsets. It seems like
Okay.
most of these people are out having like barbecues on their front lawns.
Okay.
Okay. So it's like the suburbs.
Yeah.
Help
We're in
us
the
up.
Muppet suburbs.
We're in the Muppet suburbs.
The Mubbers?
I
The
didn't-
Mubbers, if you will.
I didn't think suburbs could get any worse. Cool. Who
You're telling me there's food around? They're barbecuing?
is Scooter still with us?
Are we
barbecuing.
going to the food? Okay, go.
Yeah, eventually, like, you find Scooter. Like, there was a little bit of, like, you were spread out a little bit and kind of greeted each other back together. So it is the 5 of y'all.
Food.
Scooter, where are we?
I'm not really sure. I've never been this far away from the street before. This seems
strange.
This
I didn't know we had
place-
this.
This place is really scary. Everything looks the same. I don't like it.
As you get closer, you start to see like there's a big engraved stone sign that's really fancy and says Winger Estates.
Can I start taking people's food?
Oh, so you Maybe. immediately approach one of the lawns?
Oh yeah, there's food.
Just run up, okay.
Dude, I ran into a cupcake tent that disappeared. I'm running toward a barbecue.
All right,
Hey, clean it
as you
out.
get closer, you smell the burgers and the chicken that's on there.
Do they look nice?
for it.
Do they freak out?
They are definitely startled by someone just running up and attempting to take food. Yeah,
Hi.
of course.
Hi.
Am I too quiet? Is that better?
Sounds good from where I'm at.
Okay.
Oh, I can hear you.
Oh, I can also do this. I try and keep my gain down because Mal and I yell a lot when we play.
We're
Um,
very passionate about what we do.
And that's when we start picking up the echoes, is because we yell with a not real wall between us.
Look, we tried our best with what we had.
Could I have done... Okay, if I had other things, then it could have been better. But with what I
Yeah.
had, I did a pretty damn good job.
All right, as Rory approaches this barbecue, there's 3 Muppets, all dressed pretty similarly. Maybe they work together, you never know. One of them kind of like tosses the hair to the side and is like, oh, all of these burgers are spoken for, but if you're hungry, I could throw you an extra one on.
Oh, food.
Turns around, like, throws another patty on, and it just goes back to the conversation that was amongst the 3 of them.
I'm just gonna
Um,
sit there and
Is
watch
it
it.
3 dads around the grill?
Kind of, if you could see their bottom half, they would be wearing New Balance,
Yeah, knew it. Cargo
but
shorts.
it's obstructed by the grill.
Yeah.
Somehow the bottom halves are always obstructed around here.
Yeah.
You know.
You know.
I don't like this place. Can we leave?
But have Where y'all do you wanna gone up to join Rory?
Almost any other street.
Mm,
Let's
mean,
go back
if-
to
You
the
know how to
last
get there?
street. The last street was great.
I mean, if we need to, I don't remember how we got here. I'm going to be quite honest. But Rory's over there trying to eat people's food, so at the very least, we need to commandeer them back before we
That's
can go
probably true.
anywhere.
I'm gonna stay over here. I don't want any of that.
Okay, well
If
then
Dixie
I
wants to walk over.
guess I'll do it.
This is Rebel's like worst nightmare.
Suburban.
This is 100% her worst nightmare. She is
All right.
so
So
shook
as-
right now.
As Dixie is walking over, you hear these 3 Muppets asking Rory, like, "Oh, what brings you out here?" Like, "Oh yeah, it's so nice to get away from the hustle and bustle in the city. Sometimes it just gets a little too crazy there.
You
Like,
just hear
I
a
hear
really
some really
loud
bad things are
"No!
happening."
No.
Oh, and that gets their attention, and they wave you over. It's like, "Oh, we got drinks over here too if y'all are thirsty." No? Okay.
Y'all,
And just a nice, polite wave.
very sorry. Y'all will have to excuse my friend Rebel. She's not really what they call a people person or like a
Muppet. I
pleasantry
get ya.
person. Yeah, like not a Muppet. You know what I mean?
Not a Muppet. Muppet.
But I came to come collect Rory because we're just walking down the street. We're just passing through, nothing too big for us over here. But I do appreciate you trying to throw an extra burger on for them because Rory is very food motivated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that. Sometimes I'm pretty food motivated too.
Yeah, no, not at all. We love Rory, and they just not too long ago finished up a giant thing of popcorn. So, but I mean, welcome to have whatever he wants. I just didn't want them to be in your way or anything, because like I said, we're passing through.
I don't know. It's nice to get people kind of wandering around out here. You don't see many strangers now that we kind of moved out here. It was pretty hectic when we were living on that street. It was the weirdest thing. Like, He looks around. It's like the crime was pretty scary, and like the people that were there, like doing the crime, or at least the ones that I heard about, was pretty scary. I feel safer out here.
Gary.
The background of this is just Rebel walking around trying to figure out if she can figure out what direction they came from. She's just stomping
looks the
around in the
same.
background and just like...
All right, while you're walking around, give me a perception roll.
My perception is not great. 13.
All right, that's good enough to, as you're walking around, you get, like, you see a weird glint, like a reflection of sunlight off of something. And then when you really focus in, you realize all of these houses are enclosed in glass domes.
No.
And then you hear again, it's like, oh yeah, it's just nice to really have something like between us and like the things going on that we keep hearing about. Then somebody else who's in the group, I want to get a perception from one of y'all. So Rory or Dixie. Or Booker if you're sitting there too.
Oh, I forgot I have a really good perception score. That actually turns into a 16, even though
I
I
was
rolled
gonna
an
say, I'm
8.
staring pretty intently at the food.
Rory's just watching that burger cook and waiting for him to flip it.
Fun.
My big plus is athletics.
All right, so Dixie, you realize in the middle of this conversation about how like he is just trying to avoid things, like not see those kind of things. You realize that these 3 Muppets, and all the Muppets for that matter on this street, don't have any eyes and haven't had eyes this entire time.
I got a
They're
7.
blind to what's going on.
That's creepy.
Dixie's horrified, but
Like-
Mallory thinks this is so freaking cool.
Like, physically don't have eyes, or like a Booker situation where they don't
Where they,
have
like, don't have
pupils.
pupils.
There's nothing there. It is just a blank felt face.
Yeah, I don't think Rory's noticed, to be honest. Even
No,
though
there's
my roll
no-
was good.
there's
My
no way.
perception is focused on that burger and it is cooking beautifully.
That is very fair of you. I am so sorry. I did not even notice. But were you like scared of?
Let's point out the disability.
I
This is healthy.
I was going to point out the glass dome.
Oh,
not
okay,
that.
all
That'd
right.
be very
I
much.
thought you were like, I didn't even notice you don't have eyes.
I was going to go for the glass dome thing. Thank you.
Okay, I'm the asshole then. I assumed you were about to point out the fact that they don't have eyes to them. Like they don't know.
Like they don't know. I did not even notice your beautiful like dome situation that y'all got going on. It's very glass. It's very it feels kind of like one of those greenhouse things, but instead of plants inside us, like houses with you all.
Oh yeah, it's a good way to stay safe. I feel really safe out here from all the things happening on that street. I'm sure you've heard about them. They're horrible things.
I would need to ask you what street exactly you're mentioning.
Oh, on Sam Street. Yeah, I love working there, but like living there can be pretty dangerous.
I can understand
Oh,
why
they're
that
those
would be.
suburbanites.
Yeah.
And as you realize, I'm coming to this realization, one of them says, "Oh, sure is a hot one out today," and all of them are spontaneously catch on fire. So all of them are just standing there, just flipping the burgers, enjoying a cold beverage. They're just standing there on fire.
I know. I noticed that. Is there water?
They're drinking water.
I take it
Rebel?
from them and I splash it in their face.
Does Rebel see them catch
And then I pounce on them and
blaze?
try to bat out the flame.
You're just beating a Muppet.
As you look around, everyone on their lawns are just standing there enjoying like a barbecue, playing cornhole, just while being on fire.
You just hear in the
Not even
background,
bothered by it.
we died. We died. This is hell. This is hell.
As Rebel says this, you start to see the felt kind of falling off of the Muppet, like working the grill. And you see what I can only describe as a bony, grotesque, beak-like mouth with jagged teeth. And you hear
No! No!
leaps at you, but as soon as it jumps at you. You are in an open field and have been this entire time.
Were those the Skeksis?
Off in the distance, you hear
Shut the fuck up, Drew.
Wait,
what
do I
sounds
not
like
get
a
a
bus
burger?
engine and the sound of rock music. Jaunty rock music.
This is probably the first time you've seen Rebel be excited that what just happened was not real.
I'm sorry the food wasn't real again, Rory.
You're crushing Rory's heart.
Rebel is ready to get the fuck up out of wherever they are.
This field is bad news bears.
She's
Everything is
just
happening.
gonna
This dude.
start
This
making
is
her
just-
way toward. Do we see anything or do we just hear things?
No, you see off in the distance a Technicolor bus has just crested over a hill.
Fuck it, she's gone. She's going to find this bus. She
And
wants
we're
out
out.
of here ASAP.
Cool. It happens to be coming your direction.
Great.
And by the time you get there, you look around, and Beaker has now shrunk down back to normal size as well.
She's just gonna yell at Beaker and point her big seam ripper and go, You did this! And just start being very threatening toward Beaker.
Me.
Yes, you.
Me.
What is he saying? I speak Beakerese. It's my
I
extra
don't
language
know.
took.
I assume
I
it's
wanna
something
know.
very shitty, and she's gonna start to go after Beaker.
It was more of a, didn't you just see what was done to me? And then once he started realizing that he was just meeping, is kind of going through something mentally because 20 minutes ago he wasn't meeping.
I was gonna say he was speaking like normally before because I didn't have to use my
Yeah.
language thing to understand it.
Rebel's
Rory
just
is
gonna
looking
give him
around
this
frantically
shitty
for the
look.
burger.
She's gonna give him this
There is
shitty
no
look and
burger for
say,
Rory
"Get the
to
fuck
find."
out of here! Go away! You brought us here."
All right, now, since a little bit of time has passed now, the bus is now rolling up to y'all. And the window kind of opens at the driver's seat, and you see a man with a giant orange beard, a gold tooth, a tall hat leaning out the window. Is like, "Hey, any of y'all guys need a ride?"
Yeah, can you get me the fuck up out of here?
"Oh, sure, we're heading down to one of the other streets. We're on a little bit of a tour right now." And then the other windows
Great.
drop down, and then you see a Muppet with a big nose and a big mustache and sunglasses. You see this female Muppet with a beanie, kind of straw blonde hair. You can't really see her eyes; they're a little squinty. She's kind of, "Hey, dude, hop on in, yeah." And then all of a
Fuck
sudden,
yeah.
there's a really fuzzy orange and red Muppet. She's like, "Yes, boss, boss, boss!"
Rebel is already in the bus.
All right, as y'all walk on, you are greeted to a very strange scent and a kind of hazy fog in the air. And you start to relax a little bit, just naturally.
Food.
"Oh, you got the munchies, little buddy?" And he kind of rustles the hair on Rory's head, or the fuzz on Rory's head.
Yeah, do you by chance have anything to eat? It's been a couple hours since Rory last ate. And the absolute hellscape atrocity we just watched, they didn't get any food from that either.
Yeah, man, we definitely have something around here. Floyd, where'd you put those mushrooms? "Oh, I got them around here somewhere." Digs through and pulls out a little Ziploc baggie of mushrooms.
Food.
I'll have some if we're eating mushrooms. I love mushrooms.
Food.
"Oh shit, the more the merrier." And he starts dumping them into your hands.
Yeah, Rebel's just gonna.
Yeah, sure, why not? If everybody's doing it, mine as well.
Well, I haven't been exposed to a lot of mushrooms. These look different. Are they like fancy mushrooms? Because if they're like expensive mushrooms, like I don't want to eat your fancy mushrooms.
"Oh no, they're meant to share. Yeah, the more the merrier."
Okay.
Yeah, I've
and
eaten
she's
it
just
already.
gonna toss it back.
Yep.
The bag says magic on it.
Pretty much, yeah. All right, and now you all are sitting down on this bus, kind of like a tour bus. So there's like aisles on the sides. So you're sitting kind of across from each other, and everyone just kind of starts doing this. While boom, 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 boom starts playing in the background. You can't tell where the sound is coming from, but all of a sudden, gradually, more and more instruments start to chime in, and then before you know it, whenever you turn, there's just these tracers of what was there, just moving slightly behind it. And then the colors start to saturate, desaturate at rapid paces. And it's like your hand keeps changing like Muppet fur textures right before your eyes. Long fur, short shag, damn near naked, like very short felt. And just like it's almost like growing and receding as you look at it. Welcome to your first trip as Muppets.
There we go. I found some trippy music.
Thank you. We should do this appropriately.
Mm-hmm. But before long, the effects of these mushrooms start to take over and you guys start to get pretty drowsy. And these mushrooms ease you into a long rest.
Sweet.
So you guys can get back to all your shit after our little riot and all that stuff.
Yes, please. Thank you. Very useful.
I was at full hit points and I still have a rage left.
Cool.
Let's go.
You should use it right now.
I
bad
nearly
trip, bro,
did
bad
when the burger
trip.
disappeared.
Man.
I shit you not, I was about to rage. The words were about to leave my mouth. I even looked over for my wild magic die. Like I was 2 seconds away from raging if you hadn't just moved us on.
Mm-hmm. All right, you guys have had your little bit of long rest, so the bus is able to travel quite a bit while you guys are asleep. So as you guys come to, it's not as smooth of a ride. It's pretty bumpy. It's like you were running over like curbs and like hitting some things like rough patches in road. You look up and you're driving down Kermit Street at full speed. These mushrooms were pretty good because Dr. Teeth, who was driving, is still asleep at the wheel. This bus is hurtling down the street. Everything in its path is getting crushed.
How
What are y'all
high
gonna
am
do?
I? How high am I?
You're
How close am I
pretty,
to the
pretty
wheel?
lucid. You pretty much slept through the last like the come down.
Damn. Okay.
How close am I to the pedal or something that I know that I can push or stop that makes things stop?
You can easily get up to the driver's seat. Are you trying to like get him out of the way, or just like put your foot down there and see what you get?
Are one of the smart people following me to the front?
Yeah, I want to go up there and
Marines
see
and
what we can
adults.
do. Yeah.
Okay, I'm moving the dude out of the way. But I'm gonna
Alright, so-
try to remember not to squish him when I do it.
All right, you gently yeet Dr. Teeth to the back of the bus.
Okay. That would be what I'd do, yeah.
A gentle yeet.
God,
He wakes up like, oh,
the
far
gentlest
out,
of
man.
I'm gonna try to slide in place and see what I can do to stop it, even though I have no driver's license. Because
can I
I'm
roll an intelligence roll
what,
to see
5
if I
days
know
old?
which one's the brake?
I would love to get an intelligence roll from Rory. Yes, please.
Oh. Alright. That's a 4. Nope. No, it's a 7. And it's a 7.
You slam on the gas, and this bus is now going fast.
Oh shit.
Are there more mushrooms?
Why?
Because that's probably the most relaxed Rebel has ever been.
You're going to just steal them?
No, she was gonna take somewhere.
Oh my god.
As you say that aloud, Janice is like, yeah, we have some more, but that's more of like a kind of once every while whenever you do that much. You gotta kind of like spread it out, yeah. Well, we got some other things for like more like long-term use. And she pulls out a joint.
Yes. Yes.
All right, so while this bus is careening down the
I-
street, you and
Do I
Janice
see
spark
these
up in the
buttons?
back.
I never knew that I had the dream of getting high with Janice. But I feel like
But we have
Dreams-
fulfilled it.
Dreams come true.
Oh yeah, that's some primo shit. Passes the
She's
voice
just
to
gonna
you.
go. She's gonna go toke up with Janice in the back of the electric mayhem bus.
Just as like
Right.
your buildings and
Yeah,
like
no.
street posts are passing and being demolished by this bus.
Yep.
Okay, well, as I'm sure Dixie would not want to do that again. Not as if she had a bad time and will never, but more as like there's a very emergent situation that a lot of people seem to not be paying attention to.
You're just a little more focused on this. I get it.
Yeah, just a little bit, like
Up here, do something, Booker.
I'm looking, I'm trying to figure out.
You just let me press pedal.
All
I've
right, if
been
anyone wants to
saying.
give me an investigation roll.
Yeah,
Yeah. That's decent. Let me
that
see.
wasn't great. That's an 8.
Otherwise, I'm just gonna
Six-
start
no.
pressing buttons.
19.
All right, with a 19, you're able to locate the emergency brake.
Thank God.
I'm gonna yank on it.
All right, everybody not buckled in, flying against that front window.
That's
Yeah, I
me.
was gonna say, do I go through
Because
it?
y'all are
I'm
at
right
full
here.
like top speed.
Cool.
Yeah.
How much
Jesus.
damage do I take?
Oh, can I roll a strength check to try to brace myself and then catch everybody? Otherwise, we're going through a window.
You all take 1 point of damage.
I'll take it.
No.
That's fair.
We just had a long rest, thank goodness.
Right.
Can you imagine if one of us had only 1 hit point left, we did not take a long rest, and that's what killed you, was hitting the windshield?
Guys. Guys.
Uh-huh.
Okay, so to be honest, I still don't quite understand what we're doing. But like, what if we just stopped doing that and
We kind of did.
stayed here?
I mean, I'm going to be honest with you. I don't really know what the plan is once we get off this bus. So as far as I'm concerned, the plan right now is to stay here. If that helps you at all.
I don't think I'm musical in any way. But like, I can carry things.
We should always use security, man.
Yeah. No, I got that. Yeah, no, we should just stay here.
You hear Animal go,
In the
stay
bus?
here, stay here, stay
No,
here.
like,
And he
with-
shotguns an entire keg.
With the band, we should just like.
Oh.
But like, what about
Yeah,
the
maybe.
whole, like,
I
we
think
have a
this is
destiny
where I
something or
belong.
other.
No, this is where I belong.
But Jim made the note in the book that was like, you all will know,
Jim
blah, blah,
also
blah, blah, blah.
flat out murdered someone in front of their brother,
He did murk Wonkin. That is very fair.
and the rest of the Muppets seem to have gone crazy. But like,
Well-
these guys are cool.
It's because of those headsets. Hey, Janice, that's your name, right? Is
Oh,
that your name?
totally.
Okay, do you all wear those fancy headsets? The one that like it goes in front of your face and you see memories and whatnot?
Oh, I'm so tired of seeing all that stuff around. Like, live in the moment, am I right?
And that's why they haven't gone crazy, because they don't put them on. Logic.
Makes sense.
That and, like, my eyes are really open right now anyway.
I just like.
Can I do an investigation check for food?
I think we should stay here.
There's, like, munchy stuff, like, spread out now at this
Oh.
point.
Yeah, I eat it.
All over the inside of the bus.
Yeah, the emergency stop kind of knocked over their little, a little box of snacks. So, like, there's, like, bags of chips and stuff, like, strewn about the floor.
Everywhere.
So it's just, like, pick what you want at this point.
Oh wait.
But,
guys,
Oh, I will.
guys, I learned how to do this thing. I don't know how it works, but I'm gonna do it. And she's gonna cast. She's gonna cast
Oh, no.
Summon Steed.
as you cast Find Steed, there is a soft, like, tapping sound at the door of the bus.
She's gonna go over there.
Through the glass, you see a sheepdog about 2.5 feet tall, with, like, the white part kind of comes out like this, like a big Wilford Brimley style mustache, floppy ears, a big, like, leathery kind of textured nose, and he has a yellow food bowl in his mouth, and in brown paint says Sprocket across the front. And he just kind of tap, tap.
I'm gonna open the door, probably not gracefully. Be like, guys, look what I did! Look! And I'm gonna take his food bowl and I'm gonna start putting random things in it.
Okay, so you put 3 Nutter Butters,
No,
an entire
God,
can of Pringles into
No,
a dog food
no
bowl.
Oh no, Nutter Butters. He can have Nutter Butters. Okay. I for some reason chocolate went in my hand. I was like, no, we can't have chocolate. Yeah, she's just gonna get munchy foods and just stick it in his bowl and sit it down for him.
Rebel, I don't know that that's what they eat, but I guess that's okay.
Is he eating it?
Well, nothing goes in his mouth because Muppet.
Yeah.
It just kind
of. You know. No, look, he's fine. Look, he likes it.
Okay. Sure. I'm glad that we have a new animal buddy. I like animals. I can talk to animals.
I start sharing my food with the.
Rebel just sits down and is just hugging this dog.
Just stoned out of her mind, just patting the dog.
Just hugging the dog. Why? Because that's what I would do at the party. I'd get high and I'd go make friends with the animals.
And they're the only ones I say goodbye to when I leave.
Yes.
Yep.
And if you don't say
Straight
goodbye
up.
to them, you're the asshole.
Correct.
Yeah.
I think I just look at Booker and I go, okay. So as the two, I guess sober, ones, and I guess we're the two that woke up first, so maybe that means we're the oldest. I don't really know how that works. But I think we got to figure out, one, what to do next, but two, how in the world do we get Rebel off this bus? We just have to promise Rory food somewhere else. That one's not hard. It's
True.
And as you look outside, you realize that you see, unlike all the other places around you, there's 2 stoops right outside your window. You're right in front of Kermit's place.
Oh, well, this is helpful. I guess. Do you think we can get off here?
I mean, I don't see why not.
Yeah, I think it's really the only good option. We also got to tell him about that kid and all that weird stuff that was happening, like the clock that was talking. And all
Yeah.
that. I don't think he knows about that. Okay, yeah.
Dr.
Hey,
Teacher,
Rebel.
wait, you saw the clock too?
Yes.
Oh, that was
Wait,
just
that
a
was
dream,
everywhere?
man.
No, I don't think it was. I think it was very real. There was a real clock standing in front of me, and he wouldn't let me leave a room.
Whoa, far out, man.
Very far, yeah, far out indeed. Absolutely.
These guys have nothing constructive to say.
Hey, Rebel. You want to get off the bus now? We can take Sprocket for a walk.
You just hear, oh, you're the best dog ever. I love you so much.
Oh yeah, good idea.
And you hear some.
Yeah, we should take Sprocket for a walk.
At hearing getting off the bus, Rebel starts crying.
No, it's fine. It's
Rebel
okay.
starts sobbing.
I
and going,
take.
I've only ever been happy here. I don't want to go off the bus.
I'm gonna grab a bag of Cheez-Its.
Just hugging Sprocket and crying.
I'm gonna grab a bag of Cheez-Its and get down on Rebel's level and just be like, hey Rebel, I know that the world is like a really big scary place and all, but I got you a present. It's these Cheez-Its. And then you can have a snack, and I'll see if maybe Animal can give me some more of that stuff that you had, so you can be happy off the bus too, if that would be okay.
But I like it here.
I know.
And
we can come
Janice says,
visit.
oh, you can take the party with you anywhere with these. And just has a baggie of joints that she hands.
See, there we go. The party is anywhere now, but we can come visit the bus whenever you want. We just gotta go take Sprocket for a walk and do a couple things.
But Janice is my new best friend.
Dixie is very hurt on the inside. Will not say it out loud.
Rory even
I
looks
knew
like
that would
kinda
hit hard.
sad, Like,
I knew that would hit hard.
Dixie is emotionally damaged to this one.
Damn.
Very sad.
What? Oh my god! What is this spell? That's cutting words.
Yep.
She
straight up cutting
unknowingly
words.
cast cutting words.
Yeah. Dixie's very sad right now.
Take 3 broken heart damage.
Okay. It's very nice that she's your best friend. Like I said, we can always come back to visit. I know she's got to stay on the bus because she's like in the band and stuff, and they've got to like practice and tour. But like, I promise we'll catch back up.
Janice, how do I talk to you if I'm not on the bus?
Like, here's my number.
Oh my god. Does she have a phone?
No, I just really like this number. And she just hands you a number 3.
This is a really good number. Odd numbers are the best.
I'm like, oh, sweetheart. And she kind of like hustles your hair.
I'm in love with her. Rebel is having so many awakenings on this bus.
All of a sudden, you hear a door burst open. You look out the window. Miss Piggy has opened her front door and is yelling, "Hey, you fucking stoners, get in here, we need your help!"
Okay, well, we gotta go help. You heard her. Rory, stop making that face. She's nice most of the... Okay, not always, but like, she tries, sorta. But she needs help. Everybody off the bus. It'll be okay. And Janice will come with us, and it'll be fine.
It's like Miss Piggy, who is usually pretty stoic and in control of her emotions, is very frantic right now and looks very distraught.
Rebel is gonna tuck the joints in her pocket.
Here we go.
And the number. Be like, but I can come be security for you sometime.
Oh, totally. Like, do what you gotta do, then like we'll talk about hitting the road.
Okay, alright. Okay. And so she starts walking. She's like, "Come on, Sprocket." She gets out, and like, is Piggy just a lot right now?
Yeah, and she's like trying to motion y'all to come inside.
She's just gonna put her hand up. She's gonna be like, "I have had the worst 5 first days of my life. The only time I was happy was on that bus, but now I had to leave it because you need help. So I'm gonna need you to take it from like a 10 to a 2, or I'm going to start smashing things. And I promise you, Oscar cannot keep up with me."
But people are already smashing
I
things.
will.
They're in the chandelier showroom. It's chaos.
In the layer?
The chandelier showroom. It's where we keep all of our chandeliers.
Why do you have more than like maybe 2 chandeliers maximum? Like, are they your personal chandeliers, or are they like the town chandeliers? And like, still, why are they all still in one room? This feels very problematic. What if one
They're here for the
falls?
holidays, sister.
Your dojo is the second coolest place I've ever been, but I will burn it to the ground. You're bumming me out, man.
We just really use your help.
Okay,
Spark if you need to, but like,
great,
help.
cool.
I mean, okay, but where is the chandelier room? Again, this seems very problematic safety-wise, but I guess we'll go do it anyway.
Okay, she leads you through a few hallways, and you walk through these double doors into a room with tall ceilings, about 40 feet off the ground. And you see 6 massive chandeliers line the ceilings. It's like 2, then 2, then 2. The first 2, it's like almost like a noir mystery themed. Everything is in black and white. The one next to it, it's Piggy and Kermit on their wedding day. The ones behind it, it's a big bustling city, reminiscent of Manhattan. The one next to that, almost as if the chandelier was a giant space station. The one directly behind that, a little Dickensian Christmas set. Next to it, the chandelier is just a massive wooden pirate ship.
You have some of the fanciest chandeliers I had ever seen in my life.
Wait, the chandelier is a pirate ship?
Yeah, like the whole thing. Do you see it up
It's
there?
decorated like a pirate ship with like the
Wild.
wood, like the figureheads are kind of on there.
Why is that chandelier a pirate ship? Like, I'm not the only one seeing that, right? Like,
Oh no, it's super duper a pirate ship.
She leans over, is like, "Don't tell anybody else, but it was a cast gift for Muppet Treasure Island."
I love that movie.
You didn't get that? I wasn't gonna say it.
Other than
That's like,
second only to Muppet Christmas Carol, because that is the best Christmas movie ever.
Which is obviously where the Christmas one is from.
Muppet Treasure Island is my favorite Muppet movie.
That's fair.
Yeah, the chandeliers are the movies, yep. But
It's so good.
as you look up and start to look even closer at these chandeliers, you see that some of them are kind of swinging back and forth. You see something on 2 of them. It's those stitched monstrosities again. They recognize you, and they call out with a massive roar, as if they're calling reinforcements. And then through the skylight windows drop something that you saw a glimpse of earlier, with the beak and the teeth. These things are 5 feet tall, hunched over with tattered long robes. And they kind of just sitting there with their arms kind of reached out, the jagged teeth, kind of salivating, looking at these fresh Muppets. And one of them just looks at the other one, turns his head and goes, "I'd like everybody to roll initiative, please."
Let's go.
So we're fighting a Skeksis?
Just at like top of round, as I saw the first 2, I probably would have done this before anybody could do anything. I'm gonna cast Beast Bond on Sprocket.
Casting what?
Beast Bond on Sprocket.
Fuck yeah.
and as soon as I saw the beak
Oh.
fuckers, I would have gone into a rage because they took away my burger.
I need to look up.
All right, please roll on your wild magic rage table.
He took
Yes,
my
sir.
burger. That's not great for initiative, but yeah, no, that's not great. Not the worst, but it's not
Okay,
great.
first I'll roll initiative.
What?
Oh, that was bad.
What
shit.
kind of would he count as a mastiff? I'm trying to find
Yes,
stats.
mastiff stats.
Okay, cool. Cool.
Cool.
Oh no.
All right,
My
here with them
initiative-
numbers.
18.
5 for Rory.
Ugh.
18.
It was real bad.
13.
Okay.
So the
15.
18 are highest for Rebel.
58.
All right. Who's after that? I heard 13 from Booker. Where's Dixie?
15.
Woohoo! Okay, I rolled a 5.
I really thought I was going to be in the back half of this initiative order with 15.
Right.
Damn.
Okay.
All right. And you see there's the 2 monstrosities swinging on the 2 of the chandeliers, not the ones directly above you, but the ones that are in the middle. The 2 middle ones have the monstrosities on them, and there are 3 Skeksis on the ground, about 40 feet away from you.
Oh, I hate those fuckers. I hate those.
Rebel was the first to act.
Okay. Is there one that is? What is the furthest thing from me, and how far away is it?
Well, are you talking like a wall or an enemy?
Like an enemy.
Yeah, they're pretty much in the middle of the room right now from where they fell.
Okay. Including the creepy. Oh no! Did they go away?
Actually, you have one 30 feet away from you. That would be the closest.
What's the furthest one from me?
35.
Damn it. Okay. Well, I was gonna do Abjure Enemy, which will make it have disadvantage on saving throws, and if it fails the wisdom save, it's frightened and its speed is reduced to 0, blah blah blah, all of that. But it ends either after a minute or until the creature takes damage. So I was hoping that there was something further away that I could fuck with that wasn't gonna get pummeled. But that's fine. Okay. I am going to... Sorry, what is this? Sorry, weird music. Did not
What's
like
this?
that.
What's this?
Yeah, it sounded like Christmas music. It was... Did not like it. I should have planned this better.
Does Sprocket also go on your initiative, or does he have
Yes.
separate initiative?
What is this one?
I'll have him go on her initiative.
I
Yes.
forgot I got a
making sure.
new...
Just acting like after her.
I got a new smite. That's radiant damage.
Muppet Master, did you see my note?
Okay.
Yes. And that only
Muppet Master.
really matters whenever someone like hits you, like to do damage.
It's me.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I am going to do a bonus action of branding smite,
Mhm.
which makes my weapon gleam with astral radiance.
Shiny.
Yeah. Okay. So I get... I have flurry of blows too, don't I? I forgot. This is... I just kind of wrote crap in on this this sheet because I updated it, printed it at work, and then left it there. Or no, I get an extra attack. Flurry of blows is monk. Okay, so I'm going to do branding smite,
Mhm.
which is going to add extra damage. And then I'm going to go up to the closest Skeksis, and I'm just going to beat it twice.
Doing 2 attacks.
Yes.
And smite only accounts for one of them, right?
It says concentration up to a minute.
On your smite?
Yeah, because
Cool.
it's just extra radiant damage with
Oh, hell yeah.
hits. So I would think it would last up to a minute or until I lose concentration. Okay, that first one was a 14.
14's not going to get it.
Didn't think so. Okay. 19?
That does hit it.
Cool. Okay, so that's gonna be 2d6 radiant damage. God, I love the smites. And then, I'm assuming it was probably not more than 5 above its AC.
No,
right?
it was not.
Okay. Okay. Eight plus 6, so 14? 14?
14 damage?
Yes. And
Hell yeah.
it now sheds a dim light in a 5-foot radius, and it cannot become invisible until my spell ends.
Cool.
Not that I think they can become invisible, but...
Eh.
Also,
All of a sudden you see the other two go invisible.
right. So then Sprocket is gonna go chomp the guy I hit, because why
Okay.
not?
That one would not be within 5 feet of me, correct?
Within 5 feet of Dixie?
Within, yes, of me.
No, because this is about 25, 30 feet away from where y'all entered.
Okay, cool. It'll be closer to me next turn. That's
Okay.
fine.
Let me see if he hits first. Hold on. Does a 17 hit?
Yes.
Okay.
Sprocket with the chomp.
Yes. So, the Skeksis is technically a creature, right?
Mhm.
Okay. It has to succeed on a DC 11 strength saving throw.
Strength already. And that's a 13 on the die.
Damn. Okay, so it's not knocked prone, but it does take 6 damage.
Hell yeah. Alright, is that all for Rebel?
Yes.
All right, yeah, you, the spiked edges of the seam ripper rend the already tattered robes on this creature, and it wails out in pain. Just, and it brings us to Dixie.
Alrighty. I'm gonna move. Whatever one is the one closest to me the one that she hit?
Yes.
Okay. I'll go ahead and do that one then. No, I'll do the next farthest one for me, just in case.
Gotcha. That one's just 5 feet behind that one, but a few spaces over. It's a general area.
We're gonna do Thorn Whip.
Cool.
Why not? So I'm gonna move to like 20-ish, 25 feet, whatever I'm gonna pull it 10 feet closer to me, and at the end of that, I want it to be in melee range, is essentially what I'm trying to say.
Gotcha.
So I'm gonna make my spell attack. Cool, that's a 21.
That hits.
Sweet. And then it automatically gets to D6 of damage, which is nice.
Roll
so
it up.
That's 8. And then do I have a bonus action of any kind that is helpful to anybody in this situation? Is it on my list? Bonus actions are what I forget to write down for this character, so my apologies. Oh, and then I'm gonna bonus action Shillelagh, so it's ready for my next turn.
Cool.
Yes. Fucking love Shillelagh.
That can be all for Dixie.
Yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
All right. Yeah, you lasso this thing with this thorn whip and just yeet, and it slides forward right in front of you. And now that brings us to Booker.
Does it pass within 5 feet of me?
Oh no, that was just a few
Damn
spaces.
it.
Over.
Yeah, no, it's I'm
They
in
weren't
front of
like
you
a
at this
line or
point.
anything.
I was hoping you maybe yanked it past me, and it got within 5 feet of me.
I did
Oh,
not,
no.
but another reason I did that, Sprocket has advantage on attacks of anybody within 5 feet of me
Okay.
because I cast
Cool.
Beast Bond.
All right, now Booker.
Long
you
as I
wanna
can
do?
see him, he's got that.
How close am I to all these enemies, by the way? Are any of them near me? Because I have Sentinel. So if any of them come within 5 feet of me and try to run away, I'm going to hit them.
You guys are like kind of still close to the entrance of the room.
That's what I
They
figured.
fell through the skylight in around the middle of the room, about 30 feet away.
Okay, got it.
So I'm the farthest in at this point.
Okay.
Okay. I don't think I want to blow anything big just yet. We will see.
I am really proud of myself.
For not making a joke.
You didn't make a single joke. I'm so
I didn't.
proud.
Bazooper.
I'll save it for later.
So will I. The one that Rebel is fighting with, or I'm sorry, the one that Daisy's fighting with, I should say. I'm gonna go ahead and shoot at with Eldritch Blast as well.
Is that the one that Dixie's fighting?
Yes, I said Daisy. Dixie.
It's okay. It's the same
Just
person.
wanna
I
double
watched
check.
it.
One day I'll pick a character named Daisy, and you're gonna call her Dixie the whole season, and I'm gonna be okay.
Probably.
What happened to that cowgirl that was
quite
hanging
possible.
out with us?
Okay. That's not fantastic. One of them is an 18. That's decent. And then there's a
18
9.
hits. 9 doesn't hit.
Okay.
If only.
Mm-hmm.
Damn it.
What if it was just that easy?
Well, that's only 3 damage. Poop. I
Hey,
got too
three's still
excited.
something. Anything else from Booker?
How do I make this go away?
No, I'm gonna stay out of the way.
Why?
If I need to move away from some of the advancing, I'll do that.
Gotcha. As you're kind of sizing up the battlefield, I'd love an investigation roll.
Okay. Oh, that's a natural 20 for a total of 24.
Alrighty. On this natural 20, you see that there's ropes that are connecting these chandeliers up to this mechanism in the ceiling, and that there is a system of ropes going over to the sides. You have 3 on one wall, 3 on the other, and these ropes are connected to these chandeliers. You feel like if you did something to that rope,
Lower.
you might be able to get one of these chandeliers to, like, I don't know, fall maybe. But also beware that there are 2 stitched monstrosities that are, it seems like they're actively trying to chew through these ropes up there.
Yeah. Seems like they want them to fall. I don't know if I want to do that same thing.
Or
I'll start
with this
moving to see if
roll,
I
you
can,
feel
like-
like you could make it strategic.
Yeah. I'll move over to one of them and see if I can get like a controlled descent going. Maybe on my
Oh,
next
you're trying
turn.
to, like,
That's probably
untangle
not
it?
something I can do right now. Yeah.
I can give you the object interaction. Just give me a dexterity roll.
Okay. That was exciting. 11, no, 12.
12? 12's not going to do it. This is a really tight knot.
Damn it. Okay. I'll keep working at it.
But now you're already over there. You're kind of out of harm's way, and you have a feel for this situation. And that brings us to Rary.
I pick one and hit it.
All right, you going
Can
for
I
the one
reach
that's...
them?
Yeah, you can totally reach them. They have one in front of Rebel, one in front of Dixie, one looks like it might be out of your speed range. By just like 10
Rebel
feet.
just said we're not friends, so I'm gonna protect Dixie.
I didn't
That's
say we're
cool.
not friends. At no point did that phrase come out of my mouth.
Rory's real dumb. And
All
the
right, you run up
cub's
to the
having a
one in
fight.
front of Dixie, your new best friend.
Aw.
It's
I don't
okay.
know.
Rebel doesn't want to be my best friend either.
You gotta compete with Kate Blanchett.
To be
I'm sorry.
fair, you all just assumed that I was your best friend.
Well, we were all born within minutes of
That
each other,
was-
so
Never stated at any point. I know a lot of people, and I've known them for years, but I am not friends with them. We faced some of the
Fine.
most harrowing years of my life together. Still not friends.
All right, Rory, roll that
I hit it.
damn.
Reckless. It's a dirty me.
That's gonna hit.
Boop. 12. Dirty 12.
It's a very powerful boop.
12. Okay, 12 plus
12
4.
damage. Oh,
So 16. That was the first hit. Now I hit it again.
all righty.
Oh, it was so close. Okay, that's a 23
I think a 23 is gonna hit it.
and 8 points.
All right, this one is starting to look a little injured.
And I
As
go
Rory
around to the
probably
other
starts
side of it
leaving at it.
from. I go to the other side of it from Dixie.
Oh yeah, you're kind of like catty cornered, kind of like 1-2 right here on the monster.
I just want to be on the other side, so if he moves far away from me toward anybody else, then I can hit him.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
That's all I know how to do is hit people.
That brings us to the Skeksis. The one in front of Rebel will go first. After having this fucking dog biting at it and getting a really good, like, pretty solid hit on him, this one's a little pissed off. And he just starts growling, kind of psyching itself up, and then reaches forward to grab Rebel and try to bite at her shoulder.
Not gonna happen.
Oh, is a 21 gonna hit?
Fuck you. Yes.
Hey, that was a high die roll for this motherfucker.
I mean, you have to have a high dice roll to hit her anyway. She's got a 20 AC.
Mm-hmm.
Right? I couldn't remember if it was 20 or 21. I was
No,
like,
it
oh
was
my god, is this
20.
still not gonna hit?
Damn it.
All right, and that's gonna be 14 damage from this bite.
Holy shit.
What
These
the
guys are tough.
Jesus.
That's rough.
And that was also an 8 and a 7 on my d8s.
That's bullshit.
That one was all right. The second one is going to lash out at Rory.
Bring it.
That one's a 14.
No.
Yeah, okay. So it kind of just like, and you see Rory just skillfully just like dodging side to side.
Bad dog. Bad. Bad.
And now there's this third one kind of in the back of the pack. You see it just look up and then take a few steps back.
Okay.
And that's all it does. And it's just like it's watching what's happening above.
Well, crap.
That takes us to our stitched monstrosities who are up there in the chandelier rafters. You see one, it's about halfway done with this rope. The other one, it's dangling by just a thread. So these are getting really close to falling. And these are the two in the center space of the room. You still have the space behind you and then even more space in front of you.
There's no one. Is anyone directly under those chandeliers?
The closest one is Rebel. She's 5 feet away from the area. But the one that she has engaged is standing in the area.
Okay, so just keep him there.
Yeah,
He'll
pretty lucky
just
this guy hasn't
die.
noticed what's going on above him.
Well, good. Let's hope his perception checks continue to be shit.
I don't like that.
Well, you're not underneath it. The guy you're fighting is.
Mm-hmm.
His perception just needs to be awful.
All right, and after they have started gnawing away at these ropes, it brings us back to Rebel.
Okay. I'm just gonna smack it again.
Go smack it.
That's a dirty Tiffany. That is a 16. Does a 16 hit?
16 does hit.
Oh, shit. Nice. Okay.
You have discovered their AC.
Nice.
And this is the Skeksis?
Yes.
Oh, Jesus Christ. That's gonna be 13 damage with my 2 hits.
Ooh, damn.
Because I've still got that radiant damage going. And then Sprocket is gonna bite him.
And the butt.
19. 22 to hit.
That'll do it.
Oh wait, hold on. I technically need to add 2 more d6. Okay.
That's my stuff in there.
So that was add 10 more damage to what I did because I forgot the radiant damage on the second one. And then Spraga does 7 damage.
All right, this Gexy is already starting to look kind of rough.
Good. Fuck him. And that's it. Well, I guess I have a bonus action. I probably shouldn't, but I'm going to anyway. I'm going to use my Lay on Hands pool. I'm going to use 14 of my 15 to get me back up to full health.
Gotcha.
And then that's it.
Gotcha. That brings us to Dixie.
Okay. I've got the one. Is the one in front of me is still up? Yeah. Okay.
Not as damaged as the one in front of Rebel, but still looking pretty hurt.
Okay. And then it's just those two and the two in the sky.
And the one towards the back. That's about 30 feet away at this point.
Okay. I'll take care of this one first and go from there. So I will swing with my quarterstaff since that has Shillelagh on it now.
I was gonna say, do you have ranged attacks?
I do. I've got spells and I've got my quarterstaff.
Because I'm not range, and I'm just standing there.
Good point. So I should try for the sky, you think? Cool. Then we'll revert that for a second. Shillelagh lasts for a whole minute anyways, and it's not concentration, so it's there when I need it. How far up are we talking?
40 feet.
Okay.
So that should be within range for a few things available, I think.
Yeah. This is a stupid question. I know I can't throw that far. I can't use Mage Hand to throw anything up there, can I?
I think the speed of Mage Hand's like 25 or 30 feet.
Okay, never mind. 1 moment, please.
Mage can't attack.
Well, technically it's not attacking. It's throwing a thing that attacks on its own because it would not be magical, but I can make it magical.
Well,
But it's fine. I'm just gonna let me hold my action until after. Is it after me? Is that when they all go, or is it after Rory?
After Rory.
Okay, I'm gonna hold my action until Rory goes, and then I'll go last before they do.
All right, that brings us to Book.
Gives me a minute to figure something out.
You're over there standing at the mess of ropes. What would you like to do? Booker?
Am I being targeted? I am being targeted. My bad. Okay. I was focused on going through spells, see if anything was working.
I thought you muted yourself. I'm just saying it.
No, I'm good. I slowly was just like, everyone's looking at me, aren't they? Yeah. I'm going to try to fiddle with these again. I don't think there's anything I have that's going to super help with that. And see if I can get it, like, to slowly descend without breaking it and angering Piggy, because she's going to be.
All right, do you have a particular chandelier on this side of the room that you're trying to lower? The one directly above you, the one that has the monster on it, or the one behind it?
The one that's got the monster on it that's trying to get its way through the rope to crash it.
And that one is barely hanging on by a thread.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to see if I can, like, rapidly lower it, but not so rapidly that it just breaks everything. I got a 17 on that dex.
Cool. And let's just make what I'll call a safe handling kind of check.
Okay.
So let's do acrobatics for that one.
Okay.
So you can kind of like safely guide it because the rope is very fragile.
Oh no, that's not what I wanted. That's a 4.
All right, you see
That's
Booker
unfortunate.
just reach out and just yeet on this rope, which makes the chandelier snap and starts falling to the ground with this stitched monstrosity above it. You see that it's riding this giant spaceship like chandelier to the ground. And let me just make a quick roll.
Cool.
On a nat 1, the Skeksis is crushed by the spaceship.
Oh shit.
All of a sudden, Rebel just sees like a metal door on the side of a spaceship just land right in front of her. The Skeksis is no longer there
Crushed.
because you were right there on the edge.
Cool.
Well, that's one enemy down. No, technically 2. I'll count that takes out the Stitch monstrosity that was riding it on the way down.
Cool. Awesome.
So you'll see like a mess of like different colors and patterns of fur and felt throughout the mix of destruction. The poof of fluff in the air like it was snowing.
She's just gonna throw a "good job, Booker" over her shoulder.
I did it. Maybe.
All right, is that all Booker wants to do?
For the moment, yeah.
You caused enough damage.
I'm knowing how to do this. I'm going to try to get across the room to the other one to try to get that down too. Because there's
the other
2 on either side, right? Or 1 on either side.
He
Just-
knows how now.
Just don't
Yeah,
get
there's
directly
3
underneath it.
on each side. And so you've gotten the one with the monster on it on the right side. Are you trying to get the one on the left side?
Yeah, I'm going to dash across that way if I can. Not actually dash, but just run. Because I don't think I can dash.
All right, what's your speed?
30.
30? Okay, you can make it.
Sweet, okay.
What?
Are you going to like use an action for this or... Are you going to get there and pull it down or just get there?
I think I can just get there because I pulled the other one down already.
Yeah.
That's Rory's.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if that's
yeah,
all,
I
we're going
think
to
so.
Rory.
I had it.
Fantastic.
All right, roll to hit it.
Is a 14. That doesn't hit it.
14's
Give me
not
a
going to do
second.
it.
Nope, that one hits it though. It's a 19.
Cool. Give me some of that damage.
Is it 5?
And that's still something.
Urgh.
And is that all for Rory?
Yeah.
All right, Dixie, you were holding your turn. Would you like to go?
Unless,
Yeah.
can I look up what's above me?
You can look up all you want. Directly above you, you see the kind of noir mystery, a caper, if you will, style chandelier above you.
Huh. Anything on it?
There's nothing like writing it, trying to destroy it. It's just really pretty.
Okay, cool. I keep growling at the thing in front of me.
It just stands there kind of.
It's gonna be in my dreams tonight.
And Dixie?
Cool. Okay, so the one chandelier fell. The thing that Rebel was fighting is gone, but the fluffy thing that was on the chandelier, did it survive or no?
It's gone.
I did
It's
not.
gone
survive.
too? Cool. So we have scary dude number 2, fluffy dude number 2, and then the dude standing in the back.
For now, yes.
Cool.
There's a dude standing in the back?
He's like
Yeah.
another
Bird
one of the
Skeksis.
little bird thingies,
Oh.
but he hasn't fought us or anything. He's just standing there.
No, he just wanted to move out of the way of the chandelier, just in
Yeah.
case. It...
Okay. So, question is, do I take care of bird dude number 2 that's in the back, or do I take care of the fluffy dude, or do I kill what's in front of Rory?
The fluffy dude
I
would
love
have
options.
to be a ranged attack.
Oh, I know.
But Booker's also about to bring him down, so.
I'll be real honest. I just want to keep hitting it.
Cool, then I'll go for the one in the back that's too far away from us to do anything. I'm gonna cast Flame Sphere.
Nice.
So that one is, do I roll or do you roll? I believe, actually, I don't think it says to, dex saving throw. So I'm gonna center that flaming sphere on that dude, and he has to make a dex save.
Gotcha. What am I shooting for?
15.
I was a 14.
Gotta get good, I don't know what to tell you. All right.
I'm rolling as hard as I can.
I know it's not your fault. It's the Skeksis is
Blame
not
it on the
good
die.
enough. Yeah, blame it on the dice. You know. So that's 9 damage.
All right.
And then it gets to stay there in the fire until it tries to leave. And then Rebel, how much damage did you take?
None now because I healed myself.
Oh, okay, cool.
But thank you.
I must have missed that because I was going to use my bonus action to do that. But I suppose, just in case, I don't think that we'll need it, but oh no, I have hit a button. Nope, stop it. Okay, sorry. Zoom just tried to close out by itself without my consent to do this.
Yep. Do that.
So I said no thank you. I am looking it up. Magic Pebbles. That does not have like an end time to when that does that, yes?
It's after a minute, 10 minutes? A minute or 10 minutes?
Was it a minute? Okay,
Wait,
never mind.
Yeah, because that's my favorite spell with my airdrop dragon.
Mhm.
Okay, that's fair. I will wait then on that, but I had a fun idea with it, but we don't need it yet. So I'll just wait. So yeah, I don't need anything else. I'm done.
All right, and is there like a certain roll that they'll need to take to get out of the flaming sphere?
It's always a dex save.
Gotcha.
Is it on your turn or theirs?
Great question. Where did that just go?
Because they always flip it.
Yeah, it's never what I think it is the fun part. That's not it. That's Earthbind. Where in the world did Flaming Sphere go? There it is. Let's see. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the sphere must make a dex saving throw. So at the end of its turn, it has to do it every time.
Okay, if it ends its turn in that space.
Yes.
Gotcha.
Mhm.
Cool. So this one's just going to casually walk a few steps to the side and
Right.
exit the flaming sphere.
That's fine, because as a bonus action, I can move it 30 feet every one of my turns, and I'll just put it back in it.
It stands over on the side, kind of close to a rope. And that one is going to... You can't really tell what it's doing. Or it's like it's... You get a sense that it's... I'll get an insight check from somebody.
Mine's not great, but I'll do it. Oh, but I rolled a 19 on the die.
Ooh.
Plus 4, so that's a 23.
You get a sense that this thing is communicating with something.
So the faster I kill it, the better. Got it.
Kill it before it can run away.
And before it can say too much.
Well, that too, but I'm used to just... I hate the villains who just, like, run away.
Run.
You spend all that time fighting them, and then they're like, okay, bye. And I'm like, no, fuck you, no.
Yeah, stay here and
Yeah,
fight,
so
you
that
coward.
This is a waste
That
of
one
my
has now
time.
retreated to the side and is near one of the rope setups, or actually the chandelier directly above it. So we'll see what happens.
Jeez.
And now we have the other Skeksis in front of Rory and Dixie, and is going to go for Rory. All right, it's a 17 hit.
Aw, me?
Yeah.
Yeah, you met it.
All right, and do I make
Did
that
you
roll
roll with
now
advantage?
for rolling that damage?
What?
And do you roll the damage for that hit or
Oh,
for your
yeah,
wild magic thing?
7.
Take 7 damage. All right. We'll see if it was worth it to them.
Wait, hang on. It's a D6. It's a D6. Hold on, I rolled the wrong die.
Oh, okay.
That was my wild magic die. It's a 1.
Gotcha. All right, and you take a total of 10 damage as this one bites you.
Half to 5.
Yes.
How much are you down?
6.
Oh, that's not bad. Okay.
Yeah.
And
Mal,
I've got
on this-
60 hit points. Please don't worry about healing me.
Mal, are you down?
No,
Right.
I'm down the 1 from hitting the windshield in the van. Like, I have not been touched here.
Yeah, that's my other 1.
All of a sudden, you all hear a chomp. You look up, and the cityscape chandelier starts falling to the ground and crashes on nobody because everybody stayed out of the way.
Look at us go.
Yep, we're really good at this.
But to the Stitch Monstrosity's downfall, it is spiked on the Empire State Building as it collides to the ground.
Yes, King Kong.
Just impaled.
The hubris of its own
That's
actions
funny.
destroyed.
You know, maybe if it was smarter, it wouldn't have done that, or it would have down the chandelier and jumped or something, and not.
And at the end of the enemy's turn, you feel a rumble in this room. You start hearing the rattling of the chandeliers above you, and
Oh my god.
there's,
Oh my
you
god.
see a small pinpoint
Why did I
of
not
dark
even think of
purple at the end of the room that starts getting bigger as if it's like a swirling
this? I'm
purple
so
energy.
mad.
And then out of that swirl walks a stumpy, kind of round, red Muppet with glowing, dark purple in their eyes. I was like, are these the new troublemakers you've been talking about? And the Skeksis turns to and says, yes. What should we do with them? Fucking kill them? Why'd you just fucking kill them? You clearly see this as Wontkins from the video footage you have seen.
The dead dude?
He got
Wontkins.
Yeah,
The
Wontkins
red
was
one.
the one
Wilkins
that
was
got.
the one who was dead.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
I thought it was the one
This is the
Jim
surviving
killed,
brother.
and I was like, he's a fucking zombie now?
Yeah, I was about to say he's like a demon. Okay.
Also, I will
Avenging a dead
fully
brother, I get
call
it.
myself out. I'm a fucking idiot. There are Skeksis in front of me. We're in a fucking chandelier store, and at no point did my brain go, I bet the dark crystal's in here somewhere.
Good job.
Son of a bitch. What was like one
You were
of
the
my
one that-
favorite movies.
You literally, when we were planning this campaign, you looked at your and went, "There has to be the dark crystal. I will not play this if you don't
Because
include the dark
I
crystal."
love the dark crystal.
Yes.
And initially you wanted to be a Gelfling when I brought this up. Yeah.
Yes.
I brought up my language is Gelfling.
Yep.
That's my foreign language I took. Okay. Well, fuck us, right?
I mean,
Working
he's
on it.
trying.
Yeah, he's trying real hard.
How far away is he?
He is about 50 feet away,
Son
at the very back of the room.
Son of a bitch.
But then also, as he enters, entering with him are two very tall, beetle-like monsters that are black with little, like, almost crab-looking legs, almost a dozen of the legs. As it inches forward, a giant, almost 2-foot-long claw on one hand and just long fingers on the other. And you see two bright yellow eyes looking out from the black of inside of this shell. Gartham from the Dark Crystal.
Look, I absolutely adore the Dark Crystal. I watched the
One
shit
stands
out
on
of
either
it when
side
I
of
was
Wilkins.
way too little to watch it. These things haunt my nightmares.
As soon as they land, they sprint forward. They are now about, if you're looking at the room from above where Rebel is, they're about 15 feet past Rebel, coming towards you.
All right.
Brings us to Rebel.
I am going to. My armor class is stupid. I shouldn't use it on myself. I was just getting greedy. I'm gonna bonus action. Just because I want to watch the world burn. I'm gonna bonus action Shield of Faith on Rory, so Rory gets a +2 to their AC,
Hell yeah.
either for 10 minutes or until I break concentration.
What does that put that up to now?
Hi.
I just look. I was gonna use it on myself to make my armor class 22, so that it would take almost nat 20s to have to hit me. But I was like, no, I'm gonna let Rory just
Yeah, I'm almost there.
bowl
That makes
through
me
shit.
a 19. Yeah.
There you go.
Damn.
Okay. I did that, and then I am just gonna take off running.
Towards one of them?
Mm-hmm.
All right, you go to the one closest to you.
And I'm gonna just bat it like a fucking baseball.
All right. Roll for me.
That is a 22
22 hits.
and an 18.
Those both hit.
Any of them above 5?
So the first one was a 22?
Yeah.
No.
Damn.
Yeah, these are chunky boys. They're armored.
God damn it. Okay, that's gonna be a total of 17.
17 damage to the one on the right. Damn. And that's over 2 hits.
Yes.
Bam, bam. You start to notice that you're able to put some damage into this shell. It's starting to give a little bit after these whacks.
Cool.
Is Sprocket going to do anything?
Yes, Sprocket, I hope, is just gonna run with me.
Mhm.
And then he's gonna go for a chomp.
All right, he's going to try to take out one of these crab-like legs.
That's a nat 20 plus
Let's go,
a
Sprocket.
3. That's a 23 to hit.
All right, let's just say it rips off one of these legs of the 12 it has and just starts playing with it. Like it's a bone. Damage.
7 plus 6 is 13. Yeah.
Damn.
13. And because I forgot last time, it has to make a DC 11 strength save to avoid being knocked prone.
Oh, gotcha. That's an 8.
Yeah, it's prone.
Ah! You see, like, it's now on its giant back, and like a turtle is having difficulty getting.
That's it. I'm
These
good.
things are so oddly shaped.
They're so bad.
And if that's all for Rebel and Sprocket, that brings us to Dixie.
All right, we're going to do. Where in the world did it go? Oh, that's why, because it's a bonus action and not an action.
Carmen's Candy.
Honestly, plays in my head at least once a day. To be very honest. All right, cool. We're doing some flame blades.
Be right back.
Closest to me of our. Sorry, I'm trying to remember who all is left in this room.
You have the 2 Skeksis,
Cool.
one which is right in front of you, the 2 Gartham, like the beetle things, one directly in front of Rebel, about 15 feet ahead of you on her side, and equidistant on your side, 15 feet ahead of you, is the other Gartham.
Okay, cool. The Gartham that's 15 feet away from me, is it within 5 feet of anybody else that is not my ally? Okay. Never mind. Yeah, we'll go with flame blades instead. And I'm gonna move that 15.
That spear?
To meet it, yeah. Or sorry, no, I'm gonna move myself 15 feet to fiery blade.
Cool. So you leave the area of the Skeksis So I'm gonna roll an opportunity on that. They fucking missed.
Sweet, then yeah, sure, I don't care.
They got short
Uh,
arms.
It's their beady little
Good.
eyes.
Wait, wait,
I
wait.
was about to say, yeah, they can't.
The
They
force
can't
that
see me for
attacked her, is
anything.
it within 5 feet of me?
Yeah, we're right beside each other.
Then I hit it.
No, you're already squared up with it. She left its
I know,
Yeah,
but if
she
it
got an
attacks
opportunity.
her, then I
Yeah,
can
if it
attack
attacks
it.
me, Rory gets an extra attack.
Nice.
And roll that.
I'm like, wait a minute, I heard that.
hmm
21 hits, yeah?
Yeah.
So it doesn't go anywhere. Its speed is 0.
It wasn't trying to move.
Oh, well, good. But yeah, I hit it.
All right.
Yeah, I hit it.
Stay there.
That's 16 points of damage.
Ah.
Nobody touch it.
See,
I told
this
you.
is why I
just
didn't try.
I wanted to watch the world burn, so
Yup.
I made Rory even more of a tank.
Yeah, this one's taking some fucking hits in front of you.
Okay,
This
well,
one's pretty much in shambles at this point.
I just imagine Rory just like a giant in a like model city, just stomping
over
and
everything.
smashing things.
It's so fun.
All right, and that is going to bring us back to the bad guys.
Wait, I didn't make my thing. I told you what I wanted to do, and then
No,
we
that
had
was
to.
just a bonus thing that Rory got to do.
Oh yeah. Never mind.
Yeah, that's just because I'm a sentinel now and I can hit it.
All right, so you're gonna go up and flame blade the Gartham.
Yep.
Beetle Boy.
I'm gonna hit Beetle Boy.
I need to look at feats. I never look at feats when I go to level up.
Alrighty, that is going to be a. Sorry, math is especially hard today for some reason. 23.
That hits.
Cool.
My
That's a good
competitive
old-
nature likes high numbers, so I'm
Yeah.
like, ooh, I can make numbers bigger.
Yeah, no, that's me every time.
I'm
But you can do that with feats and you get other cool things.
I know. I need to look at them.
Cool. That's going to be 12 damage.
12 damage. Hell yeah. You get some nice sparks as this flame blade connects with this hard shell
And don't
on this
forget,
beetle-like creature.
moving your sphere is a bonus action.
So is fiery blades to make them appear in the first place.
Oh,
You have to do
damn.
bonus action to make them appear. Use
Okay,
the
that's
action.
fair.
And then once you let them go, they go away. So technically, next round, as long as I don't let them go, I still have them. Because of the way the wording is in this, so I can attack with fiery blades again and move my fire
I
sphere.
love wording loopholes.
Yup. If you didn't
Alright,
want
is
me
that
to
all for
exploit it, you
Dixie?
should have written it where I
It's
could.
Ryan's favorite thing about me. Well, it's
Yeah,
there.
every time. I got away with so much as Jade, but just because I would read Ryan the exact wording and be like, I can justify that
But it
this is
doesn't
correct.
specifically say this, so that's fine.
So, I should be able to get away with it. Ryan
I'm
let
so
me get
sorry
away
I
with
ran
far
off.
too much as Jade.
The cats have knocked a lot of stuff over.
He
so.
let us run rampant.
Really?
Alright, is that all for Dixie?
Yep, movement, bonus action.
Cool, that brings us to Booker.
Let's go, Booker.
All right. So that
You are now standing next to a rope that is no longer taut. That one has crashed to the ground, and there are other ropes next to you that can control the other chandeliers, one of which, towards the very back left, is above one of the Gartham.
that's tempting.
Please spend this entire combat just
Releasing ropes.
releasing chandeliers to the ground.
But I would love a perception roll before you start messing with any ropes.
Just fucking Phantom of the Opera. That's Booker's whole vibe. This fight.
Perception, that's a 12.
All right, from where you're
Not my
standing,
strongest.
you cannot tell if Dixie is out of range of the chandelier.
Shit.
Oh damn.
So you don't know if it's going to hit her if you bring it down.
real talk, how much do we think that chandelier would hurt me?
It flat out murdered
A lot.
two enemies when it
Yeah,
came down
it
last
already
time.
killed 2 of the people trying to bring it down.
As the only person that can cast Revivify in this party, I would perhaps, maybe not.
Yeah, because these things
You're
have a
right. Don't worry about
15-foot radius. That's how big they are.
I mean,
and they are heavy.
He sounded like he was pretty sure he wasn't gonna do it.
Okay, I'm just making sure because like
I would
here's
be the one
thing.
who's like, do you have the dash action?
Yeah, like
Do you have hide? Can you go hide?
Yeah.
I'm gonna make a caw noise, and that's when you run away.
that's when you run. You just sprint.
From where I'm at, then, instead of going to pull a rope,
He's gonna
I'm
cut
gonna
it
fire
instead.
off a. Yeah, I'm just gonna Eldritch Blast the rope.
The rope? Okay.
No, not
Fuck
actually.
that rope.
Pew pew.
He's gonna pick up the other rope and make it into a lasso. I'd ride one of those fuckers.
You know what? That's tempting,
See?
but I probably can't pull it off in combat.
Tell me what you want to do.
I'm going to shoot a witch bolt at the other one, the one that's under the chandelier, but is in questionable range of Dixie.
You're just gonna take a chance on it?
No, not the chandelier.
No, he's gonna.
I'm gonna shoot witch
the...
bolt at the
Cool.
big bug boy.
And is that one you roll to hit, or do I have to roll?
I believe I rolled to hit. I have to tab back over to it. Yep, range spell attack.
Gotcha. Hit me with your best shot, buddy.
Hit me with your
Hey, that is not bad. 27. No, 25.
That is not bad.
Either of those will hit. Yeah. You
Jesus
fucking
Christ.
Let's go.
You're
It's
able
a casual
to.
25.
Not
for
bad
your
to
Monday
me
night.
is like a 17 or an 18. I'm like, okay, that's not bad.
Your next roll
25.
has disadvantage for
Not too
taking
bad,
this game so
25.
serious. But you definitely hit it like square on his head, like in the darkness of what is like behind this shell.
I'm telling you, you should have
Sweet.
rode it to the ground.
Well, because I'm a warlock, it's automatically upcast to level 3, so it's 3d12 initial damage.
Oh,
Fuck.
damn!
Let's go.
Fuck!
Gotta love those higher
That could have
level
gone a lot
warlocks.
better, but okay. 19 damage.
That's why I love playing World.
Force damage is what it is.
Playing a
19?
warlock kind of sucks until you at least hit
Until
level
you-
5.
Yeah, I was gonna
The
say
lightning
in
damage.
the beginning, it's a tough road
It's
to hoe.
just
Do not get
Eldritch
me
Blast, Eldritch Blast, Eldritch Blast.
wrong. You get the cool stuff eventually. It just takes a while to get there.
You gotta put in the work.
All right, you do some damage on this boy, and is that all for Booker?
That's all I'm going to do. I'm going to sustain that spell for now.
Nice.
Gotcha.
I also
That will
built
bring-
Booker to take like as many extra spell slots as possible.
Mhm. And I've only encouraged it.
Look, I
There are
love
ways.
building
There are
broken
ways.
characters.
It's not broken. It's optimization.
Yeah. Exactly. Jade was broken.
Jade was extremely broken and
It was
optimized.
So broken.
She was both.
She was maxed.
Yeah.
I was just there for a good time.
Yep. I was brand new to D&D, and I was like, "How can I win? I want to break
Excuse
everything.
me, how do I win?
How do I win
I win.
D&D? Thank you very much. It is
All right,
very
this brings us-
important.
To Rory.
Did he just kill the one in front of me?
No, you've
No,
still
we
got
have
the
not.
Skeksis in front of you.
Okay, whatever thing's closest, I hit it.
Or, Booker, were you going
With
for
a
the
nat 20.
Nexus or the more beetle-like creature? With that witch bolt.
I think it was the bug dude.
Bug dude? Gotcha. Okay. Just want to make sure I wrote the damage on the right fucking person.
Ryan,
Just give it to all of them.
Is that right?
Yeah,
What?
it was bug dude.
See, he doesn't even know.
It was
You hit the
bug
bug
dude,
dude
right?
instead of the bird dude, right?
I'm trying not to intervene in the rules, but yeah, the bug was what I hit.
Gotcha.
Okay.
All right, so yeah, you see the Skeksis in front of you, Rory, and he's just barely hanging on.
Well, I hit him with a nat 20, so he did.
Rory, smash.
All right, just for shits and giggles, roll that damage.
2 tiny pieces. It is 10. It only adds up to 8. That's stupid. What a waste of a nat 20.
It's a good thing he had 6 hit points left.
Oh,
How
good.
would
Is
Rory
he
do
paced?
it?
He's a bird, right? So I just chopped his
Probably.
head off. Yeah. So, right off the top. And then whichever one's closest next. Wait,
All right, the
who
next
just came?
closest one is 15 feet away from you.
Okay, who just came through the purple thing?
Those 2 bug-like creatures, and then the Wumpkins.
The one by me is prone.
I hit it.
Cool.
Perfect.
Going to that other last Skeksis, gotcha.
17 to hit.
17 hits.
Okay. 14 damage.
Hell yeah. Ooh,
And
yeah.
can I sit on it?
Just sit on it?
I'm joking. I don't want to sit on it. It would be funny though.
It'd be a free action.
That wouldn't really be a grapple though. No, I'll remain standing.
Gotcha. And is that going to be it for Rory?
Yeah. Rebel's still there.
And Sprocket.
Sprocket. Okay. I'm assuming Sprocket's protecting her. Okay, so I'll stay on the opposite side.
And so you move back to where, to the left side of the room?
No, opposite side of the thing from Rebel.
Like flank it.
Gotcha.
Yes, but without flanking, like just in case it goes somewhere.
This one is going to try to stand up and attack Rebel. So
As soon as it attacks her, I hit it.
Yeah, roll the damage.
I
And
hit it with a nat
18?
20.
Hell yeah. And 18 doesn't hit Rebel, correct?
No, it does not.
That's a better one. So it's 18. 22 points of damage.
All right, this thing's looking pretty beat up now. And it missed, so it's pretty angry. Just turns around, gives a very direct, as if it's trying to get people in the back to focus on this side of the room. Yeah, and then you see the Skeksis towards the back of the room kind of just whisper in Wumpkin's ear. And there's a glare directly at Rebel. I'm going to need a Constitution saving throw.
Good thing I fucking upped my constitution. 16?
16. You are able to withstand whatever was trying to enter your brain.
Well, that's good.
Cool,
We
cool.
need to kill these people fast. I can't.
Right?
I don't know how we're
Was that
feeling
from-
about Constitution saving throws, but I'm not feeling good about it.
Was that from Wilkins?
Wumpkins.
Bitch. Okay. Is it back
It's
to
like they're
my...
trying to tap into something.
Is it back to my turn?
No, we still have the Gartham
Oh,
to attack.
damn. It's prone.
No, that's the one that already went. Never mind. One of them's already gone. The one on the other side of the room
Oh,
is
that's
going
right.
to approach Dick. Is going to try to attack Dixie.
Did
And that is
that
gonna
other
be a
one?
claw
Yeah.
attack. 15 hit.
That's it, exactly.
Oh shit. Okay. It's gonna try to pinch you with its claw for. That's gonna be 12 damage.
All right, that's not horrible. I'll take it.
She reaches in and kind of like, just like in one of the last fights, knocks one of the straps loose on your overalls. So you have that one strap look going again.
She just kind of
Those
looks
overalls
down
just can't
at
catch a
it
break.
and looks up at it and goes, "These are new. I'm only like," and then she starts to try to figure out. I don't know how old I am. That's not important right now. I only have one pair of overalls. Stop breaking them.
And then after hearing a certain order from the back of the room, after it has struck you, it leaves your area to move
But
towards Rory and
opportunity
Rebel.
attack.
Yep.
You are free to do one.
Let's go. That's going to be plus 3 plus 5, 26.
To hit?
Yeah.
I think you did it.
Cool. Then I need one of these boys. Where did they go? There we go. Cool. That's 11 damage.
Damn.
She's
Yeah, the
very
one from
mad
you is
about the
looking pretty
overalls.
bad now. You're starting to put actual cracks in this hard beetle shell.
Sweet.
And that brings us to the top with Rebel.
Okay.
You now have one prone Gartham and one standing Gartham next to you.
Beautiful. If something is prone, does that mean I get advantage on it or disadvantage on it?
I'm going to say it used its movement to stand up
Fuck. Okay.
in its round.
That's fine. 16 plus 6 is 22. Yeah, math. Fuck.
You hit, but you're not enough over.
And then 11 plus 6 is 17.
17 does not hit.
Damn it. Okay, I only do 4 damage.
And is that with your the smite you have active?
No, I broke that to give
Gotcha.
Shield of Faith to Ray. And then
4.
Yeah, and then Sprocket. I want to call him Max, like from The Little Mermaid. He's not Max. He's Sprocket. 16 plus 3 is 19 to hit.
18 hits. Do you want the one that you hit to be the one that this guy attacks as well? The one that's been in front of you?
Yeah.
Cool.
That's going to be 7 damage from Sprocket, and then I need a DC 11 strength save.
Alright, that's 14.
Damn. Okay. It doesn't go prone.
Alright, and that brings us to Dixie.
Alrighty. I'm just gonna keep that one left my area. So how is that still the closest one to me, or what's the closest one to me now?
Yeah, it's 15 feet away from you. The one next to it is 20 feet away from you. Pretty much just walking to the other side of the room. Or you have a good gap of about 30 feet to Wonkin's.
Okay, cool.
And the Skeksis next to him.
I'm gonna go to the one that left my threatened area.
Mm-hmm.
Hit that dude with my quarterstaff, which still has Shillelagh on it, because it lasts for a minute. That's a nat 20. Plus you can add another however many I add. So plus another 7, so 27 if you want the whole thing.
Still hits.
So that's not bad.
Cool, yeah,
That's a
it's
pretty
not bad.
good roll.
It's like fairly decent. Just a casual 27 for
You
your
know.
Monday night.
You manage to land the blow.
Cool. And then I obviously do double damage, so that's 20 damage.
Fuck.
And then I'm gonna bonus action move my flaming sphere onto Waltkins.
Yes. Light
'Cause
that bitch on fire.
Yeah. Goodbye.
And what was the deck save?
It is a 15.
Okay, it ends up being 18 for Wokins.
Okay, let me double check. I don't remember if you take half or not. I think you do. Perhaps. The one complaint I have about using my spell sheet in Notion is that it is hard to get filters to go away.
Mm-hmm.
I just wanted to find a bonus action. That's literally it. All right. Cool. Yeah, half as much on a successful one. So I'll
Gotcha.
still roll for whatever he takes. And I rolled 5, so he takes. Do you round up or down?
Wait, doubled for what?
It's
It would
half.
be 2.
Damage to the Gartham or for the Flaming Sphere?
Flaming sphere. Yeah, Gartham was 20. Flaming sphere
Yeah.
would have been half of 5. So 2.
Gotcha. We'll round it up to a 3.
Oh, okay, cool. We'll take it.
From inside this flaming sphere, you see that the purple eyes glow bright enough to be able to see them through the flaming sphere. And you start to get kind of a headache. I would love a Constitution saving throw from Dixie.
I knew I'd make him mad, but I thought it'd be worth it, so we'll see. Oh, okay, that's a... What is that? Is that an 8 or a 6? Yeah, that's a 21.
All right, you are able to escape the effects for now.
If Dixie could flip him off, she would, but she has, like, her hands won't do
Hooves.
that. But she would,
has
yeah.
hooves.
Yeah, it's got hooves, so yeah, exactly. She does whatever equivalent she can
Just
to
like a-
flipping him off. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
All right, is that all for Dixie?
That's all I got.
Cool. That brings us to Booker.
I'm gonna maintain that witch bolt. So all I need to do is just roll damage. Come on. 4 lightning damage. Lame.
Hey, that's still something.
All right, that's me.
All right, brings us to Rory.
I had it. Which one's closest? And not dead.
Technically, you don't have anything in your immediate area unless you move across the room. No, wait, you're already on that side of the room. Never mind. You have 2 Gartham next to you.
How far away is the red dude?
He is about 30 feet towards the back of the room from you.
But I have a Gartham right next to me. He's not dead yet.
No, he's not dead
You have
yet.
2 next to you. Because the other one moved across the room to more focus on that side.
Oh, okay. I hit the one that I already hit.
Gotcha.
Not with the first hit.
Mm,
It's 15 doesn't hit, right?
these guys are looking for 18.
I didn't hit him either time.
Damn. That brings us back.
This morning.
Question. Does eating a sauce packet count as a bonus action or a full action?
I'll do that as an object interaction.
I'm going to slip Rory the ketchup packet. They probably can't use it this turn, but
Yeah.
The ketchup is the action surge. I was gonna take it, but I think it would be funnier for Rory to hit it
Yeah.
multiple times.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what that does, but okay. I'll
Yeah,
take it.
it's an action surge.
I'll
Yeah.
just immediately say food and eat it. So
Yeah, that's fair.
Pack it and all.
Yep.
Calm.
So now it looks like, because of all the ketchup smeared around Rory's mouth, it looks like they're bleeding from the mouth.
Yeah.
And it is very intimidating. I want you, Rory, to give an intimidation roll.
Yes.
Ooh.
This is
This one's been
exactly
good.
what I wanted.
It's a net one.
Oh no!
Everyone around you thinks this is the cutest fucking thing. He got sauce on him.
Oh my god, I don't get advantage on that because I'm raging, do I?
Oh. And even the Garthan like beetles that you haven't heard speak, they just turn and be like at the other Garthan.
Oh.
Oh, I'm even more mad.
I tried.
But you'll be able to
Did.
hurt them a lot more next round. All right, and that brings us to the enemies. Wumpkins, after failing twice, turns to the other side of the room, looks at Dixie. Again, is really, really focusing this time. You see him even reach out his hand, almost in like a this kind of motion. I'll need another Constitution saving throw.
That one was less pretty. How do we feel collectively about a 12?
I mean, I like it. It is my favorite number.
That's a pretty good number.
Yeah, it's a pretty good number.
That's a nice number.
Yeah, objectively, a 12 is a good number.
I mean, yeah.
I'm not as big of a fan because it's an even number.
Yeah, I do know you hate those.
But it's still a good number.
Dixie,
But I like that it's
what started off as a headache has now turned into a feeling of just pure fear for what's around you. These scary bug-like monsters, scary birds, this fucking round-ass red wizard trying to do things with your brain. It's starting to get to you, and you now have the frightened condition.
Damn it.
Okay. Great.
How far away is Wumpkins?
30 feet away from your group.
That's what I like to hear.
Get him.
Just the right amount.
I would also like to say Wilkins has to make another save. He is still in my sphere of fire. He did not move.
Oh, excuse me. He takes one step forward.
Of course he does.
Good. He's even closer.
Let's shake
now
things up
he's
a bit.
29 feet away.
As long as it's within.
You burn me, I
30.
burn you.
He's a very grumpy little man.
Mm-hmm.
It's cool. I'ma set him on fire.
Oh, I'd appreciate it. He gets even more set on fire than he just was.
Oh, and now we see the two Gartham are going to attack. One on Rebel, one on Rory. The first one is for Rebel. And that is 17.
As soon as it attacks, I hit it.
Plus,
Why do I only roll good on those? That's a 19.
yay, hit
Yeah.
it.
9. Nope, wait, hang on. That's a 6. 10 points of damage.
All right, and the other one is attacking Rory. That's going to be a 23.
Fuck you.
The 19! Another claw attack going for Rory. That's going to be 14 damage.
Have to 7.
After 7, of course. As well with those, and the Skeksis towards the back of the room moves back over to the ropes. and stands there as if they're waiting.
Wait, they leave our area?
No, there's another the
Oh,
the one at the very back.
the
Got it.
creepy
Yeah,
leader dude.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Brings us to Rebel.
I am going to pull out the hot sauce packet.
Mhm.
And I'm gonna be like a middle schooler, and I'm gonna just shoot that thing into my mouth.
Just zoop.
Yep. Which was fire breath of 2d6 damage.
Mhm.
And I'm assuming you based that off of the potion of fire breath.
It's a breath weapon.
Okay, cool.
One-use breath weapon.
Cool, because it had a range of 30 feet. Is that okay?
So if you point it the right direction, you might be able to hit him.
I just wanted to make sure, because I assumed it was based off of that similarly, and that had a 30-foot range, so I wanted to make sure that that was right. Okay. So I'm gonna shoot it at Wonkins. You tell me what I need to roll. Is that just an immediate hit? Do I have to, what do you need me to do?
It'll be 3d6 in your cone, and if they pass the dex save, they'll get half.
Cool.
And how high is your dex?
Not that high. 12.
Okay, I'm rolling to beat a 12.
1.
One of them does.
1.
Now rolling for Wumpkins.
1.
That's a 2 on the die.
Fuck yes! Fuck you, Wonkins!
So somehow the Gartham, you can say he turns and his shield takes most of it. So that's how he avoids half of that damage, but Wumpkins takes the full amount.
The one thing I love about being a paladin is once you hit, is it 3rd level, 4th level, you get to reroll 1s and 2s. Okay.
I've never been a paladin.
I know, this is my first time, it's really fancy. So that is going to be a total of 10 damage to Wompkins, 5 for the other dude.
Gotcha.
And then Sprocket's gonna chomp him.
Chomp.
19 plus 3 is a 22.
Sprocket's got some good ass rolls.
Yeah, it's rolling better for Sprocket than I am for me. That's a 2. We re-roll it to a 5 plus 1. That's 6 more damage. And then it needs a strength save.
Okay, that one's a 13.
Damn.
Mm.
Okay, I'm done.
All right. And after you successfully landed a hit on Wumpkins,
Rebel will just look at him and go.
And Rory's
he
gonna
also
start
raises
laughing.
a hand. Doesn't have the most articulated fingers, but then just starts moving his hands around. And you start to feel like an electrical presence around you. And he doesn't give a fuck about his other enemies. They can fall wherever they fall. He casts Thunderwave around everybody in that area.
Didn't
So
he
this one's
already
going for-
go? How does he get to go again?
Legendary actions.
Fuck, that's bullshit.
We're fighting a legendary Muppet whose brother
Legendary
got murked by Jim
actions.
Henson. He's angry.
I don't care. Legendary actions can go to fucking hell. It's dumb. No person. Obviously, I know this is a fantasy game. I know this is not real.
This is also
But, like,
Muppets.
If you're fighting with someone else, like, they could be very skilled and be very good at their attacks, but it doesn't mean they get extra special additives to their attacks.
Unless you're special on paper.
No, when you're special on paper, that doesn't mean shit.
Hey, as a DM, I have a
nothing.
very important contribution here. Stay mad.
Look, I watched B. Dave Walters wipe the fucking floor with Mallory for like 4 or 5 rounds.
Yeah.
And I mean, it was not just he obliterated her. He killed her and then wiped the floor with her using all kinds of fucking legendary actions
Yeah.
as Strahd. He killed her
me.
like 3 times.
Yeah, my team would immediately bring me back up because I was our heaviest hitter, and then he would take me right back down to the floor. And then when he realized he couldn't kill me outright, he took away all my strength and made me a Strahd underling. So then I took out our healer and kidnapped her.
Like,
That's rad.
Yeah.
I love it.
fucking obliterated her.
The GM
And I
was like,
sat
it'll be
there
an opposed
going-
grapple check, and I was like, no, I'm gonna take her down. There's no grappling here. I'm gonna hit her with spells until she's unconscious.
It is the most brutal thing I have ever watched.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh no.
It was rough.
Oh god, it was bad. It was
So
bad.
rough going. The good news is Dave remembers it though, because I mentioned
He
something about my
does.
therapist the other day, and he went, he was like, I love talking to therapists who do D&Ds. Like, I'd always be up to talking to her, but she would probably ask me a lot of questions, like how I attacked you while you were in death saving throws, and how I feel about
Why
that.
I chose to ignore every other enemy in the room and just continue to attack you.
Merc. Yeah.
Yeah.
I was super dead. Over and over and over.
All right, so I'm gonna need is it Constitution or Dex for Thunderwave? I believe you have it in front of you, Mal.
What'd you say? Sorry.
So the saving throw for
Thunderwave,
Thunderwave.
I think it's Dex.
Oh, it's Dex for my fire sphere. It's Dex.
Fuck me.
Gotcha. So
No,
I'll
for
need Dex saving
Thunderwave.
throws from Rory and
It's
Rebel.
Constitution for Thunderwave.
Oh,
Oh,
yes. Thunderwave
thank
is
you.
Oh,
Constitution.
good.
Yeah, sorry.
Con's higher. Fuck yeah.
Am I in this cone?
You are not, Dixie.
Okay. I didn't
Okay,
know
one of
where
the
I've
Darkness
landed.
nails it.
21.
21, you passed. Rory, what you got?
I haven't rolled yet. I was looking for my Constitution because I never use it.
And once I get settled, I'm gonna look at him again and
Should be pretty
just.
high.
So you take half of
I-
15.
What's the? I have whatever it is on saving throws. So that just means I
it's
add my
half?
proficiency.
Fuck that.
Ooh, he gets hit with a
Rory
D6. Sorry, I fail it. Yeah.
Oh,
It's
no.
This is a
2
ranged attack.
plus 3 plus 3. So 8.
So 7? What? 8.
So your
What
con
is
save
7?
was an
What?
8?
Yeah, 2 plus 3 plus 3.
No, your con save.
Yeah, my Constitution save.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm proficient in it. I failed. You don't have to keep rubbing it in.
Okay, so you will still take.
Everybody's
you'll
like,
end up taking
no,
the
you
full
can't.
thing, but
That's
in your
not
rage, you take
possible. You did
No, I'm
so
a
bad.
barbarian.
It's
That's
not
what happened. I
possible.
rolled bad.
Mhm.
It's a fucking 2. All right, sorry. So what do I take?
forget I have proficiency in wisdom saving throws.
So yeah, you both take half of 15. We'll call it 7, and
Okay.
you see one Gartham take half, and then one Gartham fall to the ground dead as collateral damage.
Which one? The one that we've been hitting?
The one that you've been putting the most in, yeah.
Damn it.
It was just weak enough
Instead
for it to hit.
of a 2-gun salute, since I did take some damage, I'm just gonna look over at him and shoot him a 1. I'm just gonna continue to flip this man off.
All right, and that brings us to Dixie.
Great. I have to run, do I not? Like, that's the whole
Make sure
thing.
you're not under. Oh, you can't. I mean, technically you can't. Make sure you're not under a chandelier.
I have to use my entire distance and action to get as far away from him as possible.
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
I assume that would put me back at like the doorway, would it not?
Yeah, and the doorway doesn't have any chandeliers immediately above.
Okay, cool. Then I just run back to the doorway and then I roll whatever I need to roll. I don't remember what it is. Try to not be frightened anymore because this washed
call
up
it,
Elmo
wisdom.
lookalike is not what I'm here for.
Do you have to move away, or you just can't move toward him?
I think the frightened condition says that I have to move as far away from him as I can.
Mm?
I think. I could be wrong.
Frightened?
about
You
that.
just can't move toward
No,
him.
you just
Oh,
can't move
okay.
toward him.
Oh, okay. I thought it was that I had to move away from him.
No,
I
you
thought
don't
it
have to
was
go anywhere.
too.
You can't go toward him
Was
or
that